Boys and girls, we're talking about plants this week, and we're going to build about 3 pages for our interactive notebook. The first 2 pages I want you to color and cut out are this one here. When you cut it, you're just going to cut this big square. When you cut it, it's going to look like this, and that's going to go on page 43 of your interactive notebook. So go ahead and glue that down. Then you're going to color this one, and be sure to color all of these stages of a seed. And go ahead and color this pretty picture any way you want to. And I like coloring this part too, but you don't really need to color the words unless you want to. If you want to color the words, go ahead and color them a light color like yellow or pink or that light shade of green that you all like. And then when you cut them out, when you cut these parts out, this is what they're going to look like, okay? Now, for page 44, you're also going to need one of these little pockets from a couple of weeks back. I hope you saved it. If not, tell Mom or Dad and I will get them a copy. And when you cut it out, it's going to look like that. Okay? So let's go ahead and glue it down. Find my little petals here. I'm going to glue down page 43. And I'm just going to glue it really well on the sides. Maybe a smidge in the middle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get this part really good here. And this part really good. But remember, it's a little bit bigger than my page, so we're not going to go all the way to the edge with that last little part. And then we're going to stick it down here. I can go a little bit deeper into my book. There we go. And that part's pressed down nicely. Then you're going to glue just those edges, those gray parts of your pocket. And the way we're going to use this page, well, I'm making a grand mess. I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going to keep 2 fingers in it. And I'm just going to press my pocket down. And that way, my petals can fit in here and I can practice. So, which one of these seeds do you think comes first? Right? I think this one comes first. So I'm going to put this one right here on the number 1. Which one comes next? So after you have placed all of your petals on their correct numbers, then you can have Mom or Dad look at it and they'll give you a thumbs up, or maybe we need to work on that a little bit more, and they'll talk with you about how it goes. Then you gather them all up together and you put them in your little pocket on page 44. And we'll turn the page and go on to see what we're going to do next. Boys and girls, for page 45 of our interactive notebook, we're going to continue talking about plants. This page, on page 45, we're going to talk about parts of a plant and what plants need. So you're still going to need this page that you used on our previous page, 43 and 44. And you're just going to use the second half then that you've already colored. You cut out this box with the flower and the parts of a plant, and then you're also going to cut these parts out here. Now, I'm going to set that part aside. We'll talk about it in a minute. You're going to go ahead and glue this part all the way down. This picture is going to get glued all down. And we're going to talk with your parents about the parts of a plant. Where is the seed? Where is the stem? Where's the leaf? Where are the roots? What are the roots? What do the roots do? Boys and girls, roots are the plant's food. It's how the plant gets its food. So a bee gets its food from the flower, but the flower gets its food from their roots. And their roots soak up everything they need from the dirt, including water and nutrients, from their roots. So after you've talked with your parents about all the different parts of a plant, you're going to cut apart these words, and your parents can read these words to you, or maybe your older brother or sister can read them to you. And after they do that, I want you to take these words and I want you to label the parts of the flower you just colored. So I'm going to put the stem word right here on the stem. And I'm going to put the leaves word right here, because that's the leaf. Making a grand mess. And I'm going to put the petals right here. Now I'm going to leave you to figure out where the roots are, since I just talked to you about the roots. Now there's a trick word on here, and the trick word is seeds. Do you see the seeds on this flower? Me either. The trick is the seeds aren't ready yet. They're underneath that flower and you can't see them because they're not ready. Once the seeds are ready, then it becomes easier to see them. So go ahead and finish cutting out your roots and put that in the correct place. And then we're going to make this book. This book is called What Do Plants Need? You're going to color all 5 of these pictures, and after you color all 5 of these pictures, it's going to come out a little book like this. The most important thing to remember is this page gets put on last. So I'm going to put that one to the side, and I'm going to start building my book. We've built a few of these now. Now I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to glue just in that rectangle. It's easier now that we've done a few, isn't it? So, see, plants need sun, soil, air. Did you know plants need air? The great thing is the plants need air that we don't need, and we need the air that the plants don't need. And the even better thing is the air that we don't need, we breathe out of our lungs, and the plants breathe that in. And then the air that the plants don't need, they get rid of through their leaves. And guess who breathes that air that they're getting rid of? We do. We need plants, and plants need us. Isn't it wonderful how God made it to work that way? So we have our book, What Do Plants Need? Parts of a plant, our diagram of a plant with the words. On page 45, be sure you put the roots in. Then when we go to page 46, we're going to build a book. It's going to be a flip book. You're going to color this side of it, but don't cut it out yet. And you're going to color this part, but don't color this part yet. Okay? So color these little pieces and color these pictures, and then you cut it out. After you cut it out, you're going to fold it. Mine didn't quite come out like yours did, but yours is going to fold much easier than mine did. After you've folded it, you're going to cut on these dotted lines. Stay right on those dots and go right up to the fold. Don't cut that second piece or it won't glue down right. Just cut on each of those pieces, each of those dotted lines. I kind of had fun coloring that onion. I hope you're having fun doing all this coloring and gluing and sticking and pasting. So I'm having fun doing it for you and showing you how to do it. Some mommies and daddies work on computers all day and sit in meetings all day. And some mommies get to go cut and paste with kindergartners. That's the job for me. Now I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to stick it down really good. And then, remember this page that we just colored and put the book in. Be sure to color this little sign. It says the plants that we eat. Color it and stick it in your book. We're going to put these on page 46, and it's a little bit big for page 46, so I'm just going to turn it sideways like that. And Mrs. Victor is quickly running out of glue, so well, that happens to you guys all the time, so I'm just going to get the last of that glue out because I don't have any other glue sticks out right now. And I'll put it in here and I'll throw it away a little bit later. I had some ooze out of my fingers, so I'll go ahead and wipe it off of that paper. Then I'm going to stick it right here. Maybe I'll put it at an angle and be all funky. There, creative. How about that? We can be creative, can't we? And then we're going to cut out these plants that we eat. Did you know we eat plants? I bet you didn't think about that. We eat a lot of plants. At least the healthy people do. Sometimes I don't like eating my plants. Like I don't like to eat peas. That isn't a big secret in kindergarten, is that Mrs. Victor doesn't eat peas. So I like lettuce, and I like broccoli, and I like apples, and I like asparagus, and I like cabbage, and I like potatoes, and I like celery. And I can eat cauliflower. I do eat cauliflower if it has a lot of cheese on it. Which vegetables do you like? Which fruits do you like? After you've cut them all out, you're going to decide what part of the plant that came from. For example, a carrot is a root vegetable. It grows under the ground and collects all of the nutrients that those leaves need. A cabbage is a leaf. If you're eating cabbage, you're eating a leaf. If you're eating cauliflower, guess what part of the flower the cauliflower is? It comes from the flower of a plant. So I want you to place all of these little parts inside your flip book, and after you've placed them, you're going to glue them on like so, and then you'll have a flip chart of all the different kinds of of plants we eat and what part of the plant they come from.